Sydney Airport's safety is in the firing line again, with 2 more close calls now under investigation. That takes the number of incidents to 6 in just 1 month, all happening on the tarmac between passenger planes. Experts say that number of near misses within a whole year would be alarming, let alone just 4 weeks. It comes as our skies are set to get even busier, with the Western Sydney Airport set to open in October. For his take, Richard de Crespigny, former Qantas pilot, joins us now. Good to have you with us. 6 near misses in a month. How have things gotten to this point? It's alarming, isn't it?
It's about 50% more incidents that are reported than, say, Brisbane Airport. It does sound alarming. However, we need to keep in mind that these incidents are reported voluntarily. If we have a reporting culture, a learning culture, a just culture, then we have a safety culture. So we're hearing about this because they're reporting them. Now, all these incidents are low threat. In other words, yes, there's errors being made, but the pilots and ground crew are picking up the errors and they're preventing it from escalating. There's no equipment injured, there's no one injured, and so these are things that happen all the time in aviation that are caught and prevented. Accidents are prevented, but we are aware that the systems could be improved.
There was one airline staff member injured when there was a hard break on the tarmac. That was a couple of weeks ago. The ATSB boss was on here about a month ago saying, yeah, it's concerning, we need to do something about it. Yet another couple of incidents happened. So what are they doing, or what aren't they doing?
Sure, great question. Perhaps the systems supporting the air traffic controllers are not ideal, where there's not monitoring systems. Maybe AI could be used to watch in the background and warn the people. These are simple errors that are being made. In the last 2 incidents, the pilots are catching it. They're being averted, so safety has not been affected. We have to remind the passengers, you are safe, the system's working. But again, because the system reports all these problems, we're getting lots of notifications of near misses that indicate that things must change. Now,
speaking of change, you've spoken about radio frequency. Apparently, we're all on individual frequencies here for pilots. Does that need to change and we all need to be able to listen to each other? Is that...
Yes, this is a chestnut of mine. If everyone on an active runway, which is the vehicles, the emergency vehicles, taxiing aircraft, taking off aircraft, must be, in my view, on the same frequency. This is what happens overseas, so everyone can get a situational awareness of what's going on around them, and all those groups can take part in maintaining safety. At the moment, you've got taxiing aircraft on one frequency crossing an active runway where the pilots are on another, and that has to stop.
Western Sydney Airport, where if there's already a shortage of controllers, and then you add this into the mix, where are they going to come from?
Well, that airport will be managed remotely from Sydney Airport. Aircraft are going to be moving to Western Sydney from Sydney, so maybe the total traffic volume won't increase. But yes, it is an interesting question, and I think air services should disclose exactly how the manning is going to go as they open up that extra requirement for Western Sydney.
Richard, your visibility with that jacket out on field would have been perfect. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Good on you.